right, London in the locker room for Week 8. Giants Eagles. We're here with Darius Slayton. I think this is the first time I've caught up with you the entire year, man. You've been ducking me, man. Don't duck that smoke. But since I got you here on the spot right now, I always ask guys to show us something in the locker room that it's a must-have, whether it's inspirational or it's just something really cool you want to show off to the fans.
Yeah, I have this picture. It's from, I believe this was 2 years ago. There's a group of kids I work with in New York, the Far Rockaway now Giants. They came. I got the Hometown Hero Award, the Gridiron Gala, and I have multiple pictures like this, but this is the one that I currently have. But it's like a reminder, a sober reminder, of like everything. Obviously, football is important. I want to be a great football player, but at the same time, football gives you a platform to help people. And, it's just something that, I like having this in my locker to look at, self-motivate and kind of remind myself, it's bigger than me.
Yep. Always, man. It's like each one, reach one, teach one. And it's like it goes into our why, like why we get up at 5 a.m. to put our bodies through absolute hell. But let's get into this game, man. Looks like you're going to be back up in that lineup. I mean, how does it feel to be back out there? And I guess how you feeling about where you are going into this Week 8 matchup against a divisional opponent?
Yeah, it feels good. At some point, you kind of get tired of running on the side while all the guys are playing ball. So, it's first thing is just it's fun being able to get back out there with the guys. But obviously, want to get back out there on Sundays and help us get back in the win column and get this thing going in the right direction.
It was a Denver game where the only wide receiver to register a stat was Wan'Dale Robinson. Do you feel as though like this offense is kind of, I don't want to necessarily say needed you, but your skill set, what you bring to the table within this offense, do you feel it's like, okay, Slay's back, let's open this thing up a little bit more, throw the football down the field?
Yeah, I definitely think I'm an asset. I think I have a skill set that can help our offense. But, at the same time, I think LJ did a really good job stepping up. The previous week he made some big catches down the field. He's done a great job for us. Even on Sunday in the blocking game, unfortunately he didn't get a chance. Well, actually he did catch a ball. It just got overturned by penalty.
Yeah, it did, yeah.
But, I think the guys that, we put out there did a good job. But, obviously, I find myself capable, and I think I'll be able to help it out.
Going to a divisional opponent where you guys already beat them. Now you're going into their backyard, coming off this loss. How big of a win could this be for you guys? Could this be a win that kind of just re-sparks energy, not only to this locker room, but just franchise as a whole?
Yeah, I think it's a division win. Obviously, there's long history between the Giants and the Eagles. Yeah. So, for our fans, for Giants faithful, beating the Eagles, I know it's something they look forward to, something, we look forward to trying to get done for them. So, I definitely think it'd be a good win to have and try to pump some life, back into the fan base, back into our community.
Jaxson Dart, 4 games into his NFL career. I guess give him Slayton's grade. Professor Slayton, give him your grade, and then what are some things that really stand out to you when you watched him, not only from OTAs to training camp to what he's able to do in real game action now?
Yeah, it's hard not to give him an A. He's came along really fast. He's played really well in every game he's played this year, pretty much. He's operated the offense well. He's played fast. He's by and large made good decisions. Obviously, this past Sunday we had the one unfortunate interception, but even after that he came right back and went and got us the go-ahead touchdown. So, I think he's done a good job. This is a hard league to be a quarterback, especially a young quarterback. I think he's done a good job of handling the pressures and also the highs. He came in, got 2 wins. This is New York. You kind of get quote-unquote famous overnight. Yeah, you do. I think he's done a good job of managing that as well.
Lastly, you've been a guy that's been through the ups and downs, the roller coasters, the adversities, both as a player and as a teammate within this franchise. How do you keep it all together this year going into Week 8?
Just using my past experience. I know it's a long season. I know the season's far from over. I know that we can still achieve the goals that we want to achieve, and it's just my job to help try to pull us in that direction along with the guys.
Is it still a playoff team?
For sure. I think we definitely have all of our goals are still out in front of us. Obviously we got to go out there and get the wins, but I think we've shown ourselves capable of competing and getting them. We just have to do a better job closing out games and finishing with the Giants on top.
All right, man. Appreciate you, and good luck on Sunday, man. Welcome back.